What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Christian Kuntz Podcast. I'm here with my boys Vinny and Trey. Today we have a very special guest, the Boom Man, Alex Highsmith, Charlotte's finest.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alex.
Thanks for having me on. I want to work on it. Like, have y'all seen Jay Farrell? Are we live right now?
Yeah, we live.
It's just rolling. That's
Wait,
just,
for real?
yeah, it's just rolling.
Oh, shit.
That's what makes it. That's what makes it just roll.
Oh, so it's just rolling.
Yeah, roll.
I'm watching.
Who were you asking if we seen?
Jay Farrell.
Who's Jay Farrell? Oh, you talking about the black dude?
Yeah.
He does really good impersonations. He does Chris Rock. He does everybody. Yeah.
He does. He does like a good Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Chris Tucker. He does everybody.
Chris Tucker's the funniest person, bro. I don't care what nobody got to say.
He's good with them all. So I'm gonna work on him and get more. So, yeah, like I said, a Joker was not bad. It's like, my father was a drinker and a fiend.
His impersonations are good.
Can you find the Batman for me? Can you, Kuntz?
Yeah.
This guy, yeah.
That's actually fire. I ain't
Very
going
good.
to
Not bad.
Very
What
good,
got
very
you
good.
into this?
Huh?
What got you into this?
Impersonation?
Yeah, what was your first impersonation where you're like, I kind of got that?
Probably the Waterboy or
Please let me hear your Bobby Boucher. I got it here.
He said
I
no.
have a video from Halloween when he got out of the car. You remember that?
you want me to go for it or?
Yeah, go for it, for sure.
Yes, I just want to first and foremost say thank you all for having me on the show. Christian Kuntz, I appreciate you for having me on the show. My mama said I couldn't come on, but I wanted to come on anyway, so thank you. And yes, go Steelers, and I'm looking forward to this year.
Bro,
It
I
sounds
mean,
like
wrap the
Waterboy.
episode. That's all we need right
Yeah,
there.
that's good.
It
I ain't
sounds
gonna lie.
like the
You
Waterboy.
you definitely did
I'm
it for
working
your
on
rookie
more,
talent
so
show.
that's like I've had some really close friends. They told me I need to take it more serious and try to do more of them. So I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Dude, I think the first time I got into it was really like Remember the Titans is one of my favorite movies.
Okay.
And,
Yeah.
I can quote that movie almost line for line. So
Really?
it's like one of my favorite movies. Started doing that, and, the Waterboy stuff. So I'm working on it.
What's your favorite line from the Remember the Titans?
Strong side.
Yeah, that's the top.
Left side.
That's you and him, ain't it?
Yeah, I wish.
And I think it's when Joyce, when Gary got in the car accident, the end of the movie, and Joyce talks to Gary's mother, and then he walks in the emergency room wherever he is, and he walks in, and the lady's like, "Only kin are allowed in here," and he goes, and then Gary goes, "Don't you see the family resemblance? That's my brother." So like that I'd say that is definitely one of my favorite. Or when Coach Yost, the famous speech,
Oh, yeah.
not getting another yard. That's a good one too. So that's my favorite movie of all time. So that's probably when I started.
Okay.
So you spend a lot of time in the locker room. You got any teammates down yet?
He is Mike T.
Please.
Good evening.
Good evening.
You actually said.
Listen, man. We're trying to capture that which we cannot measure, man. Listen. Cut your eyelids off, man. Don't blink. Yeah.
Dude, the facial
It's all there.
mannerisms is there
Yeah,
too.
let's just say you got to get the mannerisms and everything.
That's
Are you
it.
thinking about acting after the season?
Come on. I've had some people say like you should go into WWE. I was like, no. Because
I mean,
Dude, you would love WWE.
You would kill it.
Be great.
Yes.
I'm a big WWE.
What would your character be in WWE? Would you be a villain, a hero, or what would your finishing move be? Let's start there.
I'll be a hero. One of my favorite finishing moves is either Sweet Chin Music or like a spear. That's
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet chin music, baby.
I mean, John Cena's my favorite.
Man, John Cena.
Theme song is just goated.
I feel like you're a movie connoisseur too.
I am.
Like you've seen it damn near every movie there is.
I haven't seen every movie there is, but I've seen a lot of like Marvel movies and like
Okay.
big like superhero movies. So
Okay.
I think when I was in college, like all my friends that I lived with, like we were all like movie fiends. Like we love movies. We were nerds. I'm not gonna lie, but in a good way. And I remember Infinity War came out. Like if you're a Marvel fan, that's like
That's top dog.
That's top. That's that movie. And I remember we went to the movies that night together, and I think I watched that movie like four times in theaters. I literally went 4 times to watch it.
4 times?
Yeah.
4
That
times.
End game went like 4 times too.
Dude, come on.
Yeah, I think it was the first weekend I went to watch it opening night, then the next night, and then with my family on Sunday. Like,
Have you ever done that? Like
No.
seen a movie multiple times? So what makes you want to see it multiple times? Like just to analyze, like do you analyze it and that's why?
I mean, you go back and see different things you didn't see before. But that's like the only movie I've seen that for that many times. I'm probably gonna go see the new Deadpool again.
I got to see that.
It's a great movie. But usually it's just you see different things you miss and you always enjoy it again. But I used to have like the movie pass, if y'all know what that was, where you could get like you could literally see one free movie a day for like $10 a month if you wanted to. And it was like the best thing ever. Plus $5 Tuesdays at AMC, you can't beat that. Can't beat that.
This dude's fired up.
Fired up.
What is your movie snack?
Popcorn. I'm a popcorn fiend.
Extra butter?
Not extra butter, but
Oh, dude.
I love movie theater butter.
I'd lather my popcorn and butter.
Yeah.
If I'm doing it, I'm just doing it big.
Going the whole way.
Yeah.
Snack in general, like popcorn is my go-to.
Really?
Yes.
I love
Skinny pop. Big skinny pop.
I'm a big popcorn guy too.
Popcorn? Any
There's
candy? No
rare
candy?
popcorn guys in the world. You know?
Any
I
candy?
used to have addiction to gummy bears, believe it or not.
Gummy bears? Fire. Those are
Really?
fire.
I still eat them, but like I used to like eat like a 6-pound bag in like 3-4 days.
All right, and everybody's opinion.
Damn, dude.
What's the best Marvel movie?
Hold on, you
Everybody's
can't
opinion.
gloss over how many gummy bears this man just
Yeah, how many you say?
I would eat like one of those 6-pound bags you get at like Sam's or something like that.
Yeah.
Like my parents would have to like hide them from me because I would like literally eat them so much.
Pull up the picture.
All right,
Speaking of snacks and Scooby snacks were
Fire.
Fire.
goated.
Fire. Nobody don't understand.
Matte
they're
blue
fire.
Scooby
Oh my
snack
goodness.
Was
Oh my
next
goodness.
level.
Yeah.
Next level. So tasty.
So I'm
I was like a big.
all right. So next on our notes,
What's the best Marvel movie in your opinion, Christian?
I like Iron Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You seem like I thought you'd be a Captain America guy.
Iron Man.
Okay. All right.
I can see myself in that suit.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I just
hold
call
on,
you.
this guy said he can see himself in.
What?
Captain Pittsburgh.
I take it.
What would Captain Pittsburgh save people from?
The river water. Don't drink the river water. Don't swim in it either. I'm guilty of swimming. I'll jump in if I'm on a boat and you got to go to the bathroom. Like,
You gotta do what you gotta do.
got to go.
How many dead bodies you think are in that water?
There's probably a good amount.
Like
I was actually, that's so weird that you brought that up. I was actually thinking about that today because someone
Why
was
were you
talking.
thinking about that today? Dead bodies.
Yeah, what the hell were you thinking about when you were painting those pictures?
Not the dead bodies, but I was thinking about like the big bridge. You know how many people probably like just get rid of. So I watched the Air McNair
Be careful. Vinny.
documentary,
Yes, sir.
and then like I don't know if you guys have seen that yet.
I haven't. How was it?
I'm not sure how I feel about it, to be honest with you. Like
I'm gonna watch it. Regardless.
it just seemed like really poorly put together, rushed, and like I'd be pissed if I was like close to him and
Yeah.
then someone put that out.
Mm.
Like it
Damn,
just
that
seemed like
sucks.
people look like grabbing for attention at a story because they end it with no resolution. So it basically just like brings up a lot of wounds for people that are closely affected to it, and it makes you like wonder if there was like some false investigation or something, but there's no closure at it.
Damn.
And it's just I don't know, it's that weird. So then I started thinking about like like murder weapons and like how many people probably like dispose of them like off of the Fort Pitt Bridge. And so like if you were to drain the river, how many like
Weapons.
weapons would just be?
Well, honestly, y'all know Pittsburgh used to be like the mecca for the Mafia back in the day. Y'all know that?
Really?
Yeah, it was the in-between. New Kensington, the whole way up to Pittsburgh, it used to be the in-between for the Mafia in New York. Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't know that until I watched Goodfellas.
Yeah, there's definitely some weapons in that river.
Maybe that's
lot
what
of
Captain Pittsburgh could do.
A lot of things.
Retrieve the weapons.
Yeah. Solve some crimes.
Are we going to fly by the question, though? Like, what's the best Marvel movie? You said Iron Man.
Iron Man.
I don't know. I don't really watch movies.
Lost.
Infinity War, for sure.
Infinity War.
Yeah.
I'm a Black Panther guy. You can guess why.
That's top tier too.
Iron Man's good.
Yeah, Iron Man's good.
Iron Man's really good.
Iron Man's solid.
Yeah.
All right, enough with the movie talk. I want to get into Highsmith, because I've really never asked you your recruiting process. No offers coming out. I remember reading something that you played Clemson when you were at Charlotte, and Dabo Swinney came out in an interview and said that dude was the best player on the field by far.
Really?
Yeah, that's some big praise.
Yeah.
Take me through high school recruiting. I know you had a transformation of your body, your everything.
Yeah.
Take me through that whole process. Like when you started playing football, when you realized like, damn, I'm pretty good at this.
Yeah, so I probably started playing football. I played flag when I was like 6, 7, and then made my way up to like different levels of Pop Warner, tackle and stuff, and then got to, I feel like I was in shape, like elementary school and stuff, and then I got to middle school, came to fiend on the video game, and then I got pretty chubby. There's definitely pictures out there for sure.
All the gummy bears, dude.
Yeah, a lot of gummy bears, a lot of video games, a lot of gummy bears. They didn't really care, as much about, playing sports, and all I really want to do was just play video games and stuff. And so my freshman year was pretty rough for me. I broke my wrist towards the end of the season. That wasn't fun. I remember probably the middle of the season, we were running gassers and like full gassers. I literally, one of my biggest fears, like when I was like out of shape like that, was like conditioning. Like I literally was like, okay, I hate conditioning.
You talking about high school right now or college?
High school.
Okay.
And we had to run 3 gassers in like whatever the time was. Everyone had to complete 3. And because of me, I only was able to finish like 2 of them. We had to run like 8 of them because of me. I literally had my teammates pushing me in the back to try to get me to the finish.
You were one of those?
I was one of those.
Wow.
That's actually crazy.
We had like this, like, it was like, I forgot what it was called. It was like this big, not obstacle course, but like a big circuit that we did.
Yeah.
It was like all the way around the field, different
Right.
exercises and stuff, and different drills. And you had to like finish them all in a certain amount of time. And like I was finishing, oh gosh, I was finishing slower than like the O lineman. Like it was bad.
And what position were you playing?
I was like, so we ran a triple option.
Okay.
My first couple years of high school, fullback and then middle linebacker. Yeah, that's
This is middle school right here. This is the guy right.
That's 5th grade.
Wow.
5th grade.
Wow.
I got the smile though.
Yeah.
The smile Colgate right there.
Yeah. Smile. That was a good smile.
It's a good head.
That was right before I started getting really chubby. Like I wasn't chubby right there. But
Man.
So what? I mean, I don't want to fast track the story, but like when did the transition happen?
so it was really the spring semester of my sophomore year. We started at first, my first couple years, I was doing like the regular like lifting class with just like other students, not with all the football guys. They had the 0 period class, so it started at 7 a.m. School started like 8:30 for us, and it started at 7 a.m. It was just football players in there, and like we actually like worked and grinded, and I didn't want to do it because I hated getting up early, and like I remember my mom would always have to wake me up, and she would always be yelling at me to get up early and stuff, and so but I'd say that 0 period class really helped transform me.
Really?
Make me a great player. And that year, up into my junior year, leading into my junior year, I lost a lot of weight. I got taller, and I kind of got really skinny in my junior. So I was like really skinny in my junior. Not really, really skinny, but I was like I was like 180 or whatever.
Jeez.
Yeah, I was skinny. And then I probably got up to, I had a good junior year, not great, anything great, but I was a starter.
Right.
Played middle backer. So
You from Charlotte?
Wilmington, North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah, so the Ashley High School Screaming Eagles is who I played for. We didn't win many games, so. But,
Yeah, I seen y'all were 0-10 year.
You had a winless high school?
Yeah.
Dude, me too.
We did.
Yeah, I know that struggle, dude.
Hey,
We went 0-10 one year.
club.
It is a strong one, dude.
Hey, I'll tell you, we had a heck of a student section. They were out there every game, so shout out to all.
We did not, dude. We had nobody in the stands.
You would have thought we would have been undefeated. That's how crazy like our student section
Really?
was. Yeah. But
So y'all were 0-20. You two were 0-20 combined.
my senior year, so my junior year, we almost made playoffs that year, and then senior year we went 0-10 and stuff, and so it was it was very rough. But I had a pretty good year, and it's honestly my story's kind of crazy in a way. So Ashley High School, where I went, one of our rival high schools was Hoggard High School, which at the time they weren't really our rivals because we never beat them. Never beat them, but we would say they were our rivals. And their head coach Scott Braswell, they had been to multiple state championships. He had won a couple and stuff, and his son, Scotty Braswell Jr. at the time, was a GA at Charlotte. And Charlotte was one of those schools that I was looking. I went to like a camp. I just went to the prospect camps before my senior year just to get my name out and stuff like that. In Charlotte, like I love Charlotte. Like it wasn't the biggest program, but I love the city. I love
campus is beautiful.
Beautiful. Love what they had to offer for school. And so I just really wanted to go there. And I reached out to Coach Braswell. I was like, hey, can you send my film off to your son? And he sent it off to him, and they invited me to come to the spring game, nothing official or anything like that. And then I got into Charlotte, and that's where I
What division were they when you got
there? They were FCS. Yeah, so they're Division I FCS. And I did my orientation and everything. I knew I was going to the school. I just didn't know if I was going to be on the team yet. And I remember how I found out was I got like an email from like the school or whatever saying from the coaching staff or something like that. And it said like my dorm has been changed to the football dorm.
Oh, nice.
So originally I was rooming with just some of my best friends from high school.
Okay.
And that got changed. Like, oh, like that's actually for real. And then I got contacted by the coaches or whatever. And so ended up going. I didn't even go to camp my first year. First day of school.
That's crazy.
Just got there and worked my butt off. And, just really wanted to outwork everybody when I got there. Like I was in, way locker room, stuff like that. So I just really wanted to go out there and just prove myself. Redshirted, of course, freshman year. Had a solid spring the next year that helped me to be a backup and special team starter and stuff. And ended up earning a scholarship after that year. So right before my redshirt sophomore year is when I earned a scholarship. Played outside backer those first couple of years, and then the next couple of years played DN and D-tack. Actually, it was crazy. I played a 4-eye my junior year in like our defense. So it's 245, believe it or not.
Man.
4-eye.
You played a 4-eye?
Yeah, so our defense was like
fast.
Like we were it was like a 3-3 stack kind of defense. And
were y'all fast?
Not super fast, but we had a really good coordinator who had a good defense that year and everything. And his name was Glenn Spencer, one of my favorite coaches I've had. And he I remember the biggest game that I can remember was probably against Tennessee. That was kind of like my coming out game. That was like our big Power 5 game for the year. And I had like 2 sacks, a forced fumble, and like 5 TFLs in that game. And the thing was, it's hard to get sacks like out of a 4. It's different if you got 4 out, you got like 2 outside guys.
Yeah.
It was just 3 down linemen. And so every time I pass rush, I had to step up, play the run, and then get outside. And so I only had 3 sacks a year. But I think I had like 18 tackles for loss or something like that because I would literally just shoot gaps and try to get upfield and create havoc. I think after that year, because I made all conference things, after that year is probably when it became real to me that like, okay, like
that's when it clicked.
I have a shot at going to the NFL. And then the next year, we got a new head coach my senior year, Coach Will Healy, and he brought in Coach Marcus West, who was my D-line coach last year. He's actually the head D-line coach for the Bills.
Oh, wow.
So I got to see him a couple weeks ago, and so that was awesome. But, that year I actually played defensive end, like a true defensive end. They just let me rush and went from like 3 sacks to 14 sacks that year. I think I was All-American that year. And so that year was really helped propel me to be in a position to get drafted that year. So I'm just thankful, God has really had me on, an amazing journey. And so it's all credit and glory to him. And I'm just so thankful for the journey that I've had.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So you went from a walk-on to drafted in the 3rd round by the Pittsburgh Steelers, arguably a team that produces the best pass rushers to play in the NFL. Did you know about the Steelers? Were they on your radar when you were coming out of school, or were there like a certain amount of teams? Did you know you were going to go in the 3rd round? Or go through the draft process, like your story and how you landed here?
Yeah. So like I said, I had a pretty good senior year. And I went out to Arizona to train for the combine. So went to Exos in Arizona.
Okay.
With a lot of guys, who are bigger schools and stuff. And I think my agent had told me that, during that process that I was probably like more like a 6th, 5th round, 5th at best. Ended up having a really good combine. And I ran, it wasn't the fastest 40, but it was like a 4.70 laser. And then one thing that they wanted to see was how I did with like position drills and stuff like that, like linebacker drills. I didn't really drop much my senior year, but I was also I was the smallest D lineman there at the time. I was I think I weighed in, for some reason I had a stomach ache the week before, and a week before the combine, and lost 5 pounds that week. So I was 245, the smallest D lineman in that group. So they say, hey, we're definitely going to put you with the linebackers, do some linebacker drills and stuff. And I remember during the linebacker drills, like I didn't drop a ball when they threw it to me. And during college, my friends used to always give me crap because I think I dropped like 5 picks in college. And I took it personal, and I started doing jug machine a lot. But to come out, and I just really wanted to kind of make a statement, in the combine, and that's just the mindset that I had. Like, hey, this is a job interview,
Right.
I just got to make the most of it, and also doing interviews with coaches and stuff like that, showing them my knowledge of the game, my IQ of the game, and stuff like that. So, and after combine, I was told by my agent that said, hey, it's going to be probably you're looking at 3rd round, like that could be a possibility for you. So I was like super excited and everything, and so yeah, the combine definitely helped me a lot.
What was that call like?
Oh, it was crazy. I mean, so that was COVID. I'm
I was about to ask you.
baby.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
So,
Like,
yeah, COVID class. Shout out 2020. But it was pretty crazy because right after the combine ended, like I went back to Charlotte, do some training, get ready for pro day. The world shut down, like we all remember, and kind of had to go back home. So I went back home. I was going back and forth from Charlotte to Wilmington, doing different training and stuff like that and everything, because I was still living at the same college house that I lived in with my boys. You good over there?
Yeah, I'm gonna fell off my chair.
You all right? Hold on. Gotta make sure.
Almost fell off my chair.
Looking great.
You all right, boo man?
I'm good.
But I just remember it was just crazy out there. Like, did all the you're supposed to do something. I think I was supposed to take a visit here, like to the Steelers, like one of your official 30 visits or whatever. I just ended up doing a Zoom call with Kevin Colbert and Coach Tomlin. That was a super cool moment because I didn't grow up a Steelers fan. Like, I'm from Carolina, so I was a Carolina Panthers fan.
Right.
So I still remember, like, I think they played in like 2018. I was like rooting against the Steelers hard because I had a couple best friends who were like Steelers fans. Like, it was one of the years the Panthers started off really high. It was one of the best years. It was a Thursday night game.
I think that TJ actually like broke Cam's shoulder in that game or something.
They broke the Panther spirit that game.
Yeah,
for sure.
it did.
we like to do.
I actually lived in Charlotte during your career in UNC Charlotte.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You didn't go see him play?
I actually did a couple times.
You went to Charlotte games?
Swear to God.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I had
I found his best friend over here. They both play Cambridge.
Yeah. I was up on, I used to get on the light rail and ride it up. And then I lived right on the light rail stop in Boda.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was actually like it was super accessible to get to campus.
Yeah.
Didn't they have a really good year that year?
So we made a bowl game last year.
I heard about
it.
it.
It was crazy. We started off 2-5, and
Yeah.
we won the last 5 games of the year.
That's tough.
Ended up making a bowl game. We lost in the bowl game, unfortunately. We were in the Bahamas though. It was sweet.
Who'd you lose to?
Buffalo.
Okay.
Buffalo had a good run.
They had a great run offense, and we didn't have the best run defense. And
that works.
But
See, I know football. Dude.
Yeah, I never questioned your football intellect.
I did. That night was crazy though, because it was, I think, so I got drafted the night too. It was COVID, so they didn't really
There was no no one was walking.
No one was really. But a lot of people were watching though, because that was really the only thing that was on TV.
Yeah.
I remember it was like that and like the Last Dance documentary, like during COVID, like
MJ.
Yeah, MJ's documentary, which is pretty cool. He's a Wilmington native as well, 910. So shout out to 910. But I remember it was probably like 11:45 that night on night 2, and I was getting like anxious. I'm like, okay, there's only like the compensatory picks or whatever, those last few picks of the round or whatever. And I was getting nervous. I was getting anxious. I saw Pittsburgh coming up. I'm like, they didn't really talk to me too much, so I didn't really know. But I just had some type of feeling. I remember I didn't know like when you would get the call, whether it be right during the pick or like before, but you get it like 2 or 3 picks before. And I'm sitting there, which is this is also crazy too. One of my friends, he actually called me earlier that night, like during the middle of the draft. So I looked at my phone. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing? He's like, oh, my bad, bro. I thought I got the call like early in the 3rd round. I'm like, oh, shoot. But I got a call, like my phone started ringing, and it was from Cranberry Township. So I didn't know. The thing was, it was Pittsburgh and then it was Philly. So I didn't know if that was Pittsburgh or if that was Philly.
Right.
And I remember getting on Coach Tomlin, Mr. Rooney, and Kevin Colbert and everybody, and it was just it was a crazy moment. We were probably gonna do like a huge party, but I had the ones I loved the most there. My wife was there, my parents, my sister, her husband as well, and then some of my best friends were there. So it was just an awesome night. But it was pretty cool because we were gonna have like a big party for it and everything. But I had on my computer, on my laptop, I had all my friends on a Zoom call, so they were watching it. And then my dad had a computer connected to the TV, another TV that we had. He had like all of our family on there.
Right.
Well, that wasn't able to make it because of COVID. So
Right.
it was just a special. I think I stayed up till like 5 a.m. I don't think I even
I don't know what I
slept
would
an
do.
hour that night.
But I used to pray about those moments, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That moment had to be crazy.
You were probably your adrenaline was probably.
Yeah.
I can't sleep after games, so I couldn't imagine getting drafted and then trying to fall asleep.
One of my best friends, he gave me like the hat that I wore. It has like the little hair on it. You see my draft picture? It has like the hair on it. But shout out to my friend Zach for giving me that hat. So it was pretty cool. It was an amazing night. And so I'm just thankful.
Did you fly up right after?
So we didn't.
Oh, no OTAs, nothing.
Yeah, nothing. So usually, like, fly up. Like I literally did like an interview with Missy, and then like that was really it for that day. And then
Wow.
just doing little interviews and stuff like that on the phone, but didn't fly up. I think the first time we flew up was we had like a defensive workout that we did together. But it was like nothing formal because you couldn't do anything till camp really. So the first time I flew up for real was like a week before camp.
Oh wow.
So when I
At
got
Heinz
there-
Field, we did it at Heinz. We did it at Heinz.
Yeah,
right?
First couple of years,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
So it was, I'd just be on Zoom calls with, Coach Dunbar and Danny Smith during those Zoom meetings. Like I was locked in though. Like I would get in my zone. I'd be on the table and like I'd be like have my headphones in. Like I'll be locked in during those meetings. So
For sure.
yeah.
You played punt one year, your rookie year,
Yeah.
right tackle.
How'd that go?
Nervous, man. Oh my gosh. I still remember the first game we played the Giants, and I think it was their head coach was the Patriots' old special teams coordinator.
Joe Judge. We were backed up on the 11 up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. And
They rushed.
yeah, they rushed. And I remember that whole week, like I was messing on punt. Danny Smith, like all week. Yeah, it was a lot of stuff. It was crazy. And I was super nervous, and like literally, I was in probably like my hotel room the night before, like doing punt sets to make sure I got back there. Was
Your kick slide.
kick slide.
Slide
So,
real.
I felt I protected well that game. I think I got a tackle that game. So, but that was just a crazy moment too. Like not having any preseason, did everything during camp. I think we did like live special teams during camp too, or something like that. Like,
Jeez.
yeah.
I love hearing guys like Alex talk about playing punt back in their day. Like back in your day, I said back in your day, like you're old. Guys like 25 years old, 26,
27.
27.
Yeah, 30,
Oh, wow.
Big dog.
No, but like hearing the guys like that play defense that are, you're some of your best players playing punt, it's like,
You said that's a rookie thing for the Steelers, right?
oh yeah. Well, I feel like it's a rookie thing across the league.
Is that a thing?
Like guys playing punt, playing special teams, like especially for the Steelers, I feel like they really want to set the tone and be like, you're a rookie, you're gonna be playing teams.
Even when I started at the end of the year,
You were still playing teams.
still playing teams. I'm like, yeah, that punt work ain't going nowhere. So I have to run down on punt. And get ready to
Oh
defense.
man, Danny Smith.
Yeah.
Danny don't let nobody off for nothing.
What? No.
Those commercial
No,
breaks,
he's-
he's
he's-
probably like,
Danny, he actually came to my youth camp this past year.
Oh, really?
Back in my hometown. He was having a good time.
Danny's the funniest dude, man. I'm telling you. I hope you get a chance to meet him one day. He reminds me a lot of you.
You
yeah.
got to.
Yeah?
He
Why?
is funny.
Funny as heck, bro. Like he doesn't even try to be. He's just funny.
Anyone that comes across Danny Smith is
Compliments?
Kinda.
You're just funny, dude.
If you
Even
weren't-
when you're not trying to be, we laugh at you.
Ow. Would you have a rib cartilage the one year?
Yeah.
Oh.
Too.
Was that the same year I had my ribs? 'Cause
I
we're
think you
both-
got him later in the year.
How do you pass rush with? How do you pass rush with?
Like you can't breathe.
I couldn't lift my arm. Like I could snap still. By the grace of God, like I could snap somehow, some way.
It didn't give you any
Snap the
pain
ball.
snapping?
No, it was horrible. I would get shot out, whatever,
Yeah.
to play. But he's pass rushing, getting like I was getting hit in there a little bit, whatever. But I'm not out there.
Not every play.
Yeah, not every play.
Right.
So I wonder like how dudes like that go out and you're playing through that
Yeah.
shit.
That's me. Well, I remember I heard it. I broke the cartilage. I think breaking the cartilage is actually worse than like breaking a rib because it's like the protection whatever for it. And I think it was like August 8th, like day after my birthday is when I broke it. And I was literally out like the rest of camp. So it healed, but I still felt it. But like I was like wondering like, okay, like how's it gonna feel to actually hit somebody? And like I honestly didn't even really feel it during the game. And I wore like a little quarterback pad too.
Yeah.
Like
The vest.
Protect it.
it's not the huge vest, but like
Something.
something to protect it. And like I said, it didn't really bother me. Like the only thing it bothered me with is doing certain workouts and stuff like that, like doing like anything where I'm stretching a lot, so like a pull up or like a pull out. Sure, that was 2 years ago. I'll still feel that today.
Mm-hmm.
Like I still have like a deformity. It's
I feel like the callus over on my ribs where I broke them.
Yeah.
Like it's like a bump right here.
you know,
I don't know if I'm getting fat or what, but it's it's a callus.
but like I thought it just
Pounds up.
I thought I just got
it's
the
my ribs.
I thought I just got the wind knocked out of me, and then like
I've been there.
went back in the next period, and like something was around. I was like, all right, I gotta sit out and like put some ice on it. It was remember 2 years ago when Friday Night Lights got rained out and we were on the practice field that went to the high school that Monday.
Yeah.
And so it was that. And it was like the Monday afternoon lights practice or whatever. And I got back on the bus to go back to the Trobe, and like I took a deep breath in, and my ribs just like popped, and, like got stuck. I couldn't breathe.
dude.
Like,
That
okay, this
actually
is
happened to
serious.
Trey not long ago.
Yeah.
Dude, what was that, like a year ago now?
Yeah.
You had to go back and get it popped in like several times.
Listen, so I can't go for shit, like at all, whatsoever. Like whatsoever. Don't even ask me.
Tiger Hood over
Tiger
there.
Hood for sure.
Tiger Hood.
So I went to swing, I try to swing with all my might. Pop my rib out doing that. Yeah, so I had to get it put back in place. But it's the same side. I think it was due to the fact that when I got my lung reinflated, they had to put that the needle inside my ribs, so they had to like separate my ribs. And ever since then, even when I played, bro, it was just always in and out. But I didn't expect it to go out playing golf, like of all things, bro.
Playing golf.
Playing golf, bro.
Dude, the ribs are a crazy injury, especially what happened to Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah.
When he played for the Chargers.
Yeah.
So this story happens. I broke my ribs in practice 2 years ago. And I knew that I was gonna play whatever and get shut up and go out and play. And Derek Watt comes up to me and he's like Derek's like messing with me. He's like, just be careful, because remember what happened with Tyrod Taylor. I'm like, dude, are you serious? Like you're serious gonna say this like right now? Like back, I guess when that happened, the technology wasn't as good as it is now, even though it wasn't that long before. But
They always say
he
that.
said that to me, like messing with me. I'm like, is this dude serious? He just said that to me. I was scared as hell.
I think I told him just put some ice on it. It'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm like getting it. I'm like asking Doc. I'm like,
Did you make a tackle that game? I can't remember.
no, I don't think. When I broke my ribs, I was not trying to touch anything.
How did you break your ribs? How'd you break your ribs?
It was the first punt of our team period Monday after the bye week. Like, guy just rushed, and I was holding him up, and I got tangled up on someone's feet, and we fell backwards, and his knee was directly on there, didn't move, and just, and I fell, and everyone makes fun of me because I was like, and everyone was laughing, making fun of me, and then I got in and like finished the period, and everyone's like, all right, he's fine, get up, like get back in, do it, whatever.
Wind knocked out.
I went to the hospital, and Dr. Bradley was like, yeah, you're definitely in some pain, dude. Like you have 3 broken ribs and like 2 bruised ones. And then I did a rib cartilage 3 games later because I was trying to like brace for it.
That's
But, like,
miserable.
And then like people were playing on have you ever seen the video of the lady jumping off, smashing the grates? She's like,
Dude, they're live on air.
TJ and Derek are like playing that as I'm like hurt. As I'm like hurt, they're playing that over the equipment or the weight room. I'm like, asshole. Like making fun of my injury. I talk a lot of shit in there, like to everybody. It's friendly banter, but I wouldn't say I'm a troll. I don't troll guys. I'm a shit talker.
Okay, whatever makes
But then I get it back in tenfold. Like guys will flame me for no reason.
Yeah.
For no reason. I'm getting flamed in there.
Really?
He'll say something, and then it'll just be like 10 times worse back at him.
Yeah.
Bang.
Oh, you got to stand up for yourself.
I do.
What do you say?
I challenge guys in whatever, pickleball, ping pong, any sport that I know I can have a chance in.
How you doing on 320 right now?
Oh, I got Cam Johnson down 205 right now.
Yeah.
Fake money, yeah.
fake money.
So, yeah.
Just for clarity.
I
Just
even,
player.
yeah, I haven't told Alex that when the book gets to 320 between me and Cam Johnson, it's pay. It's called the 320 game. Any game you want to play, get to 320, you pay out.
I know why he's called the Boo Man.
The Boo Man?
See, you're actually the boo man.
He boos all the time. In a game called Boo Ray we play. He boos all the time.
What's this game?
So it's like spades. Everyone gets
Spades.
cards. Everyone gets
Very
5
Things you
cards.
got, bro.
Very fun.
You just
Make these things up.
No, Blu-ray's a
It's
game.
been around for a while, too.
Okay.
But my name's not the. If you boo, then you got to match the pot, and you have a
It's like
chance.
tongue. I played
Yeah.
that before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tom.
yeah.
But I'm not. And I call him Alex Boo
We
Smith.
all call each other the Boo Man.
Boo Man,
Me,
yeah.
him, Boz, couple
How many
other guys.
times have you became the Boo Man? I want to know.
Oh, I mean, I've definitely been booed.
We've all been booed. It's part of the game. You can't run from the boo.
You can't
run from the boo.
You can't run from the boo.
Can't run from the Boo.
What are you guys doing on this break? You got what? A week off?
Yeah.
Like, there's no game, obviously. So, like, what's like your schedule look like?
Practice tomorrow, and then we're off until Monday.
Monday, yeah.
Then we're in the normal game week. Practice Monday, bonus Monday, off Tuesday, game week.
Are NFL practices easier than college practices?
Yeah. It's
Just
just
season.
during the
Absolutely.
season, it's
Right.
Well, you got to remember, Trey, like, you played at Pitt. So, like, it's a little different. I would assume. I'm not, like, I played D2. So, like, you were D1 your last 2 years, right?
We were doing so. The first year I got there in 2015 was the first year they went to FBS.
That's what I meant.
D1,
FBS.
D1, yeah.
So, like, I feel like the restrictions and, like, practice schedules and everything are kind of different.
Have to be.
Yeah, it was I think I only had 1 year of 2 days in
Really?
college. Yeah. So
Yeah.
now, like,
oh man,
rules and stuff. Are
2 days
different
suck.
I had 2 years of that. How sore are you? Like up and after a game on Sunday, are you sore? Are you sore till Friday?
I'll probably say I'm not 100% till Friday. I would say so.
Wow.
And that's crazy, dude.
Like I still feel great to practice on like Wednesday, and Thursday, of course. But like,
Yeah,
especially if like we're playing on
Baltimore, Cleveland,
turf, just like
turf.
turf too. Like you can feel it a lot different.
Yeah,
Playing on grass. But like you said, the AFC North matchups are
physical.
So especially after those games, like you feeling it.
So I feel like everybody doesn't understand. Like I feel like when you play like football, or any level of football, like you're never 100%. So like, what would you say your body health is at the end of the season? Like if you had to put a percentage on it, like are you 65 total?
And he's been through. I mean, they're hurt every year. Like guys are hurt every game. Guys are playing hurt.
It's a lot of
Hurt,
games.
dude.
A lot of games.
What separates guys is I think ever since I've come in as a rookie, I've always prioritized recovery, and that's something that I know that to be the best that I can be on a week in, week out basis, I have to treat my body right.
Right.
I have to do the right things to get myself ready to go again. And I feel like I get weekly massages and stuff. I get weekly chiropractic work and everything, and ice tubs all the time. Those things are, once you get used to them,
Brutal. I don't care what nobody got to
once you get
say.
used to them.
I was
First
in
2
the
minutes
cold-
hurt.
I was in
First
the
2
cold
minutes
tub
do
today.
hurt, but
Yeah.
once you get used to it and you get the contrast going, and
You're good to go.
like nice little sauna too and everything, and don't protect boots, all those things.
I didn't forget. What did we say? 10,000 subs. We're getting an ice bath in here. for kids?
10,000 subscriptions. We're getting an ice bath in here, and Kipler's
It'd
kick.
be like a weekly. I mean, like every episode, someone's got to take it down.
Yeah, this guy's going
Just
first
kidding.
right here.
Pillsbury
The young guy.
Yep.
He's going first.
Like pull, like all the way under.
I want like the plunge pool. Yeah. Yeah, plunge pool.
Do you guys go neck down or do you just go lower?
I try to I just sit down. It comes up to like here,
Can't
but like
do
the
it.
key is get fully under first.
Submerge.
Get fully under first, and then
Yeah.
They got you.
I usually just do legs. But like once a week, I'll do like closer to like right after the game. I'll do like full body because my shoulders. Like doing a lot. I do a lot of cupping and stuff too.
Right. Like they're
helps a
bench
lot.
pressing 300-pound men, dog. I mean, I hope so.
Every play, I'm putting hands on something.
What have you learned? What do you think your biggest takeaway you learned playing with TJ?
Yeah, I mean, just he's best in the world at what he does. You see why he is, just the way he works, and just how technical he is. Just his hand usage and everything, and it's always highlighted. Just from, because even if he doesn't win a rush with his first move,
yeah,
he's always got a good counter to come with it. That's what makes him who he is. He rushes so well. He plays all different phases of the game. You know, he rushes the passer,
Plays the run.
and then he plays a run, and you see him, gets picks too. So it's been awesome playing with him the past 4 years, and so I just always want to continue to be learning from him in different ways that I can make my game better. But you know, it's cool when you're playing with him on the other side. Absolutely.
How good you could go.
I was gonna say we had an experience before we even met you, to be honest with you. And I don't know how we did it, but me, this guy right here, Sling, and Vinny, we snuck on the sideline. And we're in between you and TJ. I don't even know if TJ saw us. He's so goddamn big, bro. But he was like, Alex.
Bro,
He like mushed everybody up the way to try to get to you. And he's just screaming your name, bro.
It was during some period where like, I don't know if he like picked up the like blocker or something for you. Or like, I don't know what it was, but he was like, Alex, did he get you? And you were talking to someone else, the trainer, about something. And he's like, did he get you? Did he get you? And you weren't answering him. And bro, he
got so bad.
He was so heated. And then
scared,
finally you looked at him and he was like, did he get you? And you were like, yeah. And he was like, all right. Like,
No, I can't recall that.
dude, it was just like a split moment of just the intensity of what it's like to play with him. And I mean, you're a pretty, even kill guy. Do you snap on the field? Do you turn like, are you pretty calm and quiet on the field too?
I mean, I would say I don't snap, but like I'm definitely, not the same person I am all the I'm also not, I'm honestly, I've never been someone to talk a lot of trash and everything and stuff like that. And so
I was just gonna ask that. Do you talk shit?
a little bit.
What do you say? I want to know. I feel like you're such a quiet guy, so I really want to know what you be saying.
What I'd be saying, say it. It was like if I'm beating someone,
Good try, man.
Good try. Like, I'm on you, boy. Like something like that.
Yeah.
Not too crazy, but like I'll talk a little bit. For me, it's I've always been like more quiet guy. Just let my play do the talking.
Who was the biggest in your career here in Pittsburgh? Who's been the biggest shit talker?
Like on the field? Or
Yeah, on the defense.
defense.
I feel like Cam's got it.
Cam's up there.
Cam
TJ.
chirps.
Cam?
Oh,
They be chirping?
TJ.
TJ chirps.
What they be? I want to know what they be
They
saying.
back it up, and then they back it up.
Yeah, if you're that-
you talk.
If you're that damn good, you could say whatever.
What do they say though?
Whatever. I'm killing you. Just let them know.
Over and over again.
I feel like Cam's probably like, get this JV guard out. Like, and stuff like that.
But it's awesome, like playing with guys like that. That bring that type of intensity and everything.
Get you going.
Yeah, it gets you going. So, that's dope.
What's been your favorite play in your career so far that you remember?
Last year, Cleveland
Yeah.
pick.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite because, believe it or not, that was my first touchdown since like Pop Warner.
Oh my
I
goodness.
didn't have a touchdown in high school or even middle school because, like I said, I was fat in middle school, so I just played O-line, D-line. High school, I was fat my first couple of years and didn't really play much offense my last couple of years. But that was like my first touchdown in a long time, and I just still remember it was crazy. Like the first play of the game, and I remember like we were in a call I was dropping or whatever, and I like broke in the ball, and I thought Mika had it, and it got popped up to me. I caught him like, journal was crazy, and then I hit a little stiff arm. I'm running down the sideline. Next thing I know, I'm in the end zone. It was just like
It's crazy.
first play of the game, crazy. And I was like, I'd said so much adrenaline, like I was so tired, and like I couldn't like catch my breath again until like the end of the first quarter. That one, and then I think last year too, having that like the strip sack at the end of the game against the Ravens too, or even the one against the Browns too.
I forgot about the
TJ
Ravens
recovered
one.
for the
Yeah.
touchdown with the Ravens one.
Oh, the Browns one was a big one too. Wow.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, these two, TJ and Hember, are the most athletic, like defensive ends I've personally ever seen.
I would
even
say,
though-
I would say that we have the best duo in the league. And then Herbig, this dude's a bad dude. I would never tell him that to his face, and he's not going to watch this. But that man is a bad dude.
y'all gonna see this year. I'm telling you.
Herbig's a bad man.
And you see like a lot of the way he rushes, like you see like a lot of TJ and him, is how his IQ of the game and how smart he is too. And just like his get off is crazy. Got a bunch of moves, and especially for a guy who's that age in his career, like so even coming in last year as a rookie, like
He's going to be
got so many moves, and so he's just gonna get better and better.
I wanna ask you talk about like working pass rush moves. I feel like people just watch pass rushers or watch guys out there and they think that this stuff is like, oh, it's second nature. He's been playing football his whole life. He's just doing that. But like you have a pretty legendary ice pick move. It's known to the public, so I feel like that's something that we can talk about. But like go through the process of training these moves and like hand positioning and like grabbing the elbow. Like I see you guys working, grabbing the elbow, pulling through. Like they're constantly working their hands and like position of their hands and their feet and everything. I feel like people take that for granted. And dude, it's crazy. They're like bending and like,
Are you doing all that?
yeah,
Are you swimming around?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I think that's just esteemed at work, Coach Tomlin always says, skills relative to your position. And, for us as pass rushers, we had to use our hands. This is our greatest asset when it comes to rushing the passer. And like for me, for example, like my spin move, like I've been working on that. Like people can say, oh, he working that move and it just happened. But no, I've been working on that move since like 2017.
I saw that move on a Charlotte highlight tape. I swear to God.
2017 was the first time I had brought it out because I remember I was watching like different guys rush. Like I would like be in the facility at Charlotte, like, watching like NFL tape, like, watching like guys like Bond, like DeMarcus Ware, those guys or whatever, 2017, something like that. Watching those guys and how they did it, like especially the spin move. Like I would be walking around like our weight room, like say we finish a lift or whatever, and I would just like have my arm up and like spin on air. People probably look at me like I'm crazy, but I would really just get the muscle memory of just.
You still do that. You still walk around the locker room and like if you walk by him, he'll be like,
Yep.
I'm like, dude,
walking around the corner. It's like the life of a pass rusher, walking around the corner instead of a little cross chop.
You do. You actually do that.
Yeah, I
you
do,
walk around the corner, you see him like,
Yep.
Listen, I don't want to deal with nobody that's a defensive lineman because I feel like they all can really use these, like really use them. And when you see them like do their cross chop move, it just looks so violent. It looks extremely violent.
You see Aaron Donald race Shady?
Oh yeah, Aaron Donald won.
Yeah.
Aaron Donald's a complete freak.
He has abs and he's 300 pounds, bro. What are we talking about?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that man's. He could. He could still be playing if he wanted to, but
Think you could block him?
he was actually lined up when we played LA. He was in the defense stay. He was in the A gap. And I just looked at my guard. I'm like, just stay here.
Do not move.
Don't go anywhere.
That's
Dude.
how I was I think as a rookie, we were playing the Ravens. I think it was like Calais Campbell. They had D stay on the field. Calais Campbell was huge.
Huge.
And like, you sitting as deep was like, here I come, 5'6". I said, all right, here we go. And I kicked back and my opponent said, like, he's big dude, so I wanted to like get some momentum into him. And I kicked back and launched myself into him. And he hit me with a swing move. And I went back like this and like almost fell. I think that was crazy.
Yeah.
Who's the strongest guy you guys have won against that you were like, that is a grown man? Like,
Tennessee, Jeffrey Simmons, the D tackle. He's like one of the best D linemen in the league. I think he's massive. He's built like a Coke machine. Sometimes you get these guys on defense stay, and sometimes they rush. Sometimes it's like kind of like a chill play for them. He rushed, and he had like one hand on me and was just like casually, just like I'm like. I'm like trying to hold on. I'm like, come on, get the ball. I'm like waiting for the punt. Hold on. But yeah, probably Jeffrey Simmons, I would say.
Just from like a tackling perspective, I think Chubb's one of the hardest to tackle out there.
Wow.
Because he's so low to the ground, gets such good contact balance. Say for guys that play against, he's definitely one of those. Bounced off it multiple times, trying to tackle him. So you definitely got to wrap up and bring your feet for sure. So, but those are the type of matchups that you want. You want to go against the best, and I think in our division, we
got Derrick Henry in the division now. You got to play him twice.
Man,
that's a lot of beef to tackle, dude.
Physical
between the Browns and
you got to have that type of mindset.
Yeah,
this division. It's a
kill be killed.
Who's starting at running back for the Bengals?
The
G.
No, they like a mixin from Houston. They drafted somebody. I think.
I forgot who it is.
Yeah.
Did you play against Trent Williams?
Yeah.
How was that experience?
And it was a good matchup. I think he's the best at what he does. And,
is he as athletic as they say he is?
He's very athletic because I got him with a spin move one time and he recovered. He recovered on it one time, and it's like a lot of other guys like they would have been like I would have had him with that ice pick. So, but like I said, it was good. Good matchup going against him, and so I had some good rushes against him, and so it's always good. Always want to play against those type of guys, and so yeah.
What was like a good besides the 11-up punt against the Giants? What's a welcome to the NFL moment for you? Like, damn, that guy got me.
welcome to the NFL. I
Yeah.
think it was my first game starting in my rookie year against Washington. It was a tight end chip, and we played Washington. I forgot.
We were 12-0, weren't we? We lost to them at home.
Yeah, it was the first game we lost.
Wow.
Forgot who it was, but like we were supposed to be running a game. Like I was going to step inside, like take a quick step upfield, go inside.
You got.
I didn't even see him, and he literally chip blocked me and took out Cam and Tuitt. So he took out 3 people in one play because of me. It was bad.
Was it Logan
man.
Thomas?
I think that's who it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
Jordan Reed, yeah, him too. Those chip blocks are crazy, dude. These guys are just rushing the passer, minding their own business, and boom.
So you got to be aware, especially like the running backs. You're like stay low, and then they'll come up to you and try to take out your ribs. So you got to just like.
Who's the best blocking running back for you? Best blocking running back that you had to actually go against? Because I know there's a lot that you see.
I don't go like directly against a lot.
Yeah,
but I mean, I'd say Jalen Warren's probably the best.
Oh,
For real?
What he does,
Bro.
what he does,
Bro, he does pick up the blitz like
He picks up the blitz and
just
just
crazy. I've never seen anybody like pop people like that. Bro, didn't he get fined for picking up a blitz because he hit the guy
wants
too
that
hard?
action. Like he wants that action too.
Crazy.
Yeah.
He's with it. He's the whole.
He's all about
Mowing though, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's one. Yeah. He's
with it.
He's
with the
about
shit.
that
His
action.
rookie year, like he was playing the Bengals and he lit somebody up. I'm just like, it's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
so
Seems like a dangerous man, if you ask me.
Have you been fined in your career?
let's see. I have not had any fines that went through. But
Wow.
I've been got sent
For quarterback hitting.
Yeah, a couple quarterback hits. And like a celebration we did in Indianapolis that one time. It was a celebration.
You threw the ball
The
up.
ball up, boom.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, like all of us that were on the field.
Listen,
So,
Charlie changed the game, right? So people getting fined for hitting too hard. I think you need to go be the player rep to make sure nobody's getting double fined for celebrations, and we need.
That's a fact.
Seriously, celebrations are a
That's
part
crazy.
of the game.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
And like, especially, like I had one of my college teammates. He was like it was like during like preseason game or something like that, and like he had a crazy run. Like he was carrying like the whole team with him. Like he had like it was at least like 6-7 guys on the defense and a bunch of guys on the offense just pushing from behind. And he got hit at like the 5 after like a 5-yard carry, and then he just went on for like 10 more yards. It was like a 15-yard carry, and he got up and like did a little celebration. They fined him. Like what are we doing? Like, it's crazy.
So is there no more celebrating? Like,
They're
Doing
celebrating.
touchdowns and stuff. Like
Yeah.
you gotta.
there's no more
watch what
sacks.
You gotta behave.
You can still do sack celebrations, of course. But,
what's yours?
I mean, I used to have the little Thanos snap that I would do. I feel like it's kind of
What are you doing
relevant
this year?
nowadays. I don't know. I might switch it up a good bit, just do different things. So, but if I find a staple, like I'll stick to it. So,
You play Call of Duty?
not like I used to. I'm a big NCAA guy. That's cool about it.
Wow.
He 21.
Shots fired. Yeah, bad. He 21, maybe I had the game for a week.
He's like, he had the game. He was mad. He's like, he's got the game for 4 freaking months. Like the game came out 3 weeks ago.
Bro, he was like moving individual guys,
I like knew the
putting
playbook he
spies
used.
on individual guys, doubling my receiver. And then he's like, you can beat Georgia. I'm going to be South Carolina. So if you have Georgia,
You're supposed to win.
you're supposed to win. Basically a cheat code in the game. He has this receiver for South Carolina.
NCAA,
South Carolina number 8's crazy. Just let y'all know right now.
Dude,
It's crazy.
it was unbelievable.
Carver.
Every pass, touchdown. If I didn't stop the run, it was a touchdown every time.
You could be Nick Carver, I think is his name.
Yeah.
I think he ran this crazy like 100-meter event, like was like finished first or second. So he's like 6'4", 230, 99 speed, 99 acceleration.
You're
You
not
can have a
stopping.
corner over top and off, and he'll still burn him.
Alex is more of a FIFA guy, though.
I am definitely a big FIFA guy, big soccer guy.
Dog.
Like in real life or the video game?
Both.
Both. I mean,
You're a big
besides like growing up, football and basketball are really the only things that I watch. But now, like besides football, like it's like soccer. Like I watch all different leagues.
What game did you go? You went to a game this summer. What,
Yeah, man.
Liverpool, right?
Manchester City versus Manchester United. So
Okay.
Manchester City fan, not just because they've been winning recently. I feel like every time
You're a
for
bandwagon.
people who know soccer, they like, oh, you're a City fan, you're a bandwagon. Like, no, I've liked them since like 2012, I think, or something like that. So I've liked them for a while.
You were telling me it was absolutely.
Yeah, it was different. I mean, I think, compared to like over here, I think there's definitely certain like NFL atmospheres and college atmospheres that like are second to none.
Right.
You can't beat those. But over there, like
Soccer's everything.
it's everything. Like the fan, like chanting the whole game,
Yeah.
players on the field.
They like kill the refs. They like kill refs.
And they like they fight like out like the fans fight and like literally like the way fans are separated. They have the way fans have one section that goes up all 3 levels, and they're separated by security on all sides.
What?
Yeah,
We got to go to a game and do a podcast.
insane.
We need to.
Fans are chanting the whole time. Like it was.
I have my
I
shirt
fight
on.
at Acrisure last year when I went to the game.
Really?
I saw a couple on
That was
Twitter.
I think someone just like cut someone off at the urinal. I don't think it had anything to do with the sport.
Was it the women that were fighting by the urinal?
That was for the
That was
Chesney concert.
No, you checked.
Morgan Wallen concert.
The Wallen concert. Yeah.
Morgan does it too.
In the porta potty.
That's crazy. though.
Pulled her out.
That
Out of
was
the porta potty though.
Crazy.
get her on the pod.
We should.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know who that
Who
is?
knows
I
that?
was a big Morgan Wallen guy.
I'm a big Morgan.
Are you?
Yeah.
I like Morgan Wallen too.
We went to his concert. Was that 3 years ago?
That was last year.
No, but last year we went. But I'm
Oh,
saying
2
the
years
one-
ago,
The one
yeah.
that was, the one that was out at Star Lake.
What happened? You got that smirk on your face. What happened?
Oh, I drank. Went to the concert. It was a good concert.
First of all, I hate the parking and the traffic situation of that place. It's the worst.
Oh, dude, that's
Oh, yeah.
terrible. Yeah.
Because we got like
Can't
last
pay.
minute tickets to that concert, and like we didn't know like how bad that traffic was. Because I think y'all got like VIP party just got dropped off or something like that.
Yeah,
That's nice.
I think we had a driver or something. They dropped us off right in front, but then we were screwed after.
Like
We
yeah,
were there
I think
like
we got
an
out there
hour
to like 2 a.m.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That was crazy.
I like Morgan Wallen. He's pretty good. A little toxic, but I like him.
he's definitely tough.
He's
Like
toxic.
you, Trey.
I'm not toxic anymore. I used to be a long time ago.
Hey,
Back
can we-
on to you, Alex.
Can we talk about this wall?
I do want to talk about the wall because I'm kind of upset the pictures aren't up.
Yeah. Well, here's my deal.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm upset. So episode 1,
Can we get some of this?
right? I had some paintings hanging back here. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
So like I had some paintings hanging back here, and I made a call to like artists, not just locally, but just in
Everywhere.
general. You want to display some art on the Christian Kuntz podcast? Hit us up. Nobody hit us up. So like me as an artist, if I'm watching a show
Mhm.
and he's in the NFL, like there's an opportunity to get some exposure for my work, and all I got to do is send an email.
That's it.
I'd do it. So this is a call out right now that there's no more art going up on this wall until someone hits us up and says, "Hey, I want to display my art on the gallery wall." So
All right, I like it.
that's the call to action. So if you're watching this and you're an artist, info@oneteammedia.com. Let us know. Send us the painting. We'll display it on the wall behind us.
I like that a lot, actually.
I do like that. I like that. Maybe I'll make my own painting too.
All artists
Can
are
you
welcome.
paint?
We're not- yeah.
No. It'll be
Also, we did the painting last week for Pat. Okay, we're working on one for you. This was like a last minute kind of change in
was.
guest schedule here. So I also want to we need to get in touch with like Tops or someone who makes playing cards, because we should submit the paintings and do like custom
That'd be cool.
trading cards
Oh, that will be
for like all the guests.
That'd be cool.
So if anybody out there also has connections with Tops, we need to talk. info@oneteammedia.com.
I do like that.
I like that a lot.
That's my spiel on this episode.
I knew that. I knew the wall was really upsetting you today.
Yeah, it was, dude. I mean, I just think people listen. This is not just with art. Maybe this is another topic. It's off brand with football, but I think people are full of shit. I think people talk a big game about what they want to do in life, and then there's no action. Nobody's about that action anymore in this world. Everybody talks a big game, and nobody backs it up.
No doubt.
And this is just an example of it.
So you got to walk the walk,
Seeking that comfort.
Hey,
Yeah.
That's it. dude.
minimizing the role.
can you give us your favorite Tomlin one-liner with the Tomlin experience?
Let's see. Men, pressure is ever present. You are either feeling it or you're applying it. I'd say that's it. That's what I say to guys like Kuntz when I'm playing NCAA. Right now, I'm applying that pressure.
Artists out there, don't be bitches.
I was feeling the pressure.
That was terrible.
I was feeling the pressure in NCAA. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah?
He got me good.
What team are you using other than Georgia?
We normally do randoms if we're gonna do. I mean, NHL is more my game, and I got him in NHL.
I got him in NHL.
No, you
too.
don't. No, you didn't. Last year I got you.
We got each other.
year.
We both beat each other.
Last year. Yeah, we didn't play NHL this year because NCAA was the game.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And like I felt like our NCAA crew, our NHL crew.
That was a good crew.
Yeah, that was a great crew.
We did 2-on-2 training camp. Gunner,
D.
Boz, me, Al,
Watt.
D. Watt,
TJ will play some too.
TJ. Yeah, that was a good crew. What's your NCAA record right now online?
Online.
Just tell them.
It's about like 42-5 or something.
Oh, you lost 2 since the last time I talked to you.
Yeah, one of my
What
friends.
happened?
He was 35-3,
Not focused.
bragging about it. And now in your last 8, looks like you're 6-2.
happened?
Looks like the competition's starting to turn up a little.
I don't know. I think I, just didn't execute. Lack of execution. A lot of user picks.
User picks. You got to play userly.
You have to. You can't, Raj, you can't play as a
Can't let the computer do it. It's not like playing the game. Al, I want to talk about your baptism. In the Jordan?
Huh?
Were you baptized in the Jordan?
No, I was baptized at Elevation Church.
Oh, okay.
Really? Who
You
told you
went?
that?
Wait. Who was that telling me that?
Oh, no,
Someone was telling me they were baptized in the Jordan.
Is that Miles?
Was that part of that?
Oh,
that was
Miles.
Miles. Yeah, that was
Oh,
Miles.
sick. Shit.
Yeah. So Elevation Church, same thing.
Yeah, same thing. It's the same as
Stephen
Jordan.
Furtick knows what's up, dude.
No, it was
Basically
yeah.
tied to the
2017 was when it was, but
Yeah,
it was actually pretty awesome because it was during we had like this small group, this Bible study group that we would do with like a couple teammates and stuff, and like we all decided to get baptized that night. And I remember it was a Wednesday night service, like after one of our practices or whatever, and like our coach Brad Lambert, he's a Christian man as well, he's a believer, and so that was something that was really cool to have a coach who encouraged that stuff, encouraged going to church and doing everything. And I remember he invited all the guys. We had like probably 60% of the team come out to watch us get baptized, so that was like a really cool
It's pretty sweet.
see those guys come out. And so it was just an awesome moment. I know that baptism isn't what saves me, but it's a outward reflection of what Jesus has done in my heart and in my life. And so being able to do that and show my teammates what I believe in was just a special moment for me. Like my parents came up and everything, and so it was a special moment. It was awesome.
That's really cool, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna give your prayer. Alex says the pregame prayer. Pretty good, pretty spot on. No, it's very good.
Letting the Lord speak through me, man. I know. I know the reason that of course I'm here to play football, but it's so much bigger than just playing football.
Sure.
I've been given my platform that I've given just to spread the gospel and to be a light, for Christ. And so that's why I live the life that I live. And I feel like during times where the games, there's always some good times during the games. There's some bad times during my career, but I think that keeps me settled is having a strong foundation. For me and my wife Alyssa, we were both rooted in our faith in college.
That's cool.
And through FCA, we met through Fellowship of Christian Athletes and everything, and we really
Shout
just
out
got
to
rooted
Alyssa.
through that. And so shout out to Alyssa, she's the best. Shout out to my dog Ace as well.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, man, just having that strong foundation from college, just building that to getting here, because it's a life change, and it's to follow, to be a believer, and to follow Christ in our space and what we do. It's not a popular thing to do, but in the day, it's worth it, because that's what God has called us to do. And so it's been awesome, with PK and Kent.
Oh yeah, unbelievable.
Doing Bible studies with us and everything, and doing chapels, and it was pretty cool. He was officiating at Kuntz's wedding as well, so that was
He's the man, dude.
pretty awesome.
That's really
So
good.
that was one thing that was awesome. When there's just been so many things that since I've been here, like in Pittsburgh, seeing how God has really paved the way for me. Had a good chapel in college, and get here and got Kent, Erica, and his wife. They do a lot of stuff with the wife as well. So, just seeing God's love, the way He's shown that towards me since I've been here in Pittsburgh, just letting Him. That's what it's about.
So that's Miles.
Miles was baptized in the Jordan. I got confused there. I'm sorry.
But do you guys have like a group within the team that you guys stay true to each other and y'all do have those conversations? Because I know Miles also talked about his faith.
Yeah,
I was curious.
Yeah, I mean, we do have like a group of us guys, that we talk about those things. We do like Bible studies. But like I said, like every week we do Bible studies, chapel every week and everything. And so, like I said, it's cool to have those guys that you can lean on. You know, when someone's going through a tough time, someone's going through things. Because at the end of the day, like, people see us, they see what we do on the field, but at the end of the day, like, we're humans as well, what I mean? And like, it's easy to get caught up in, so easy in like what other people think about you and just in your performance and what you're doing. And I think one of my favorite quotes that I heard, Lecrae, Lecrae, rapper, he said, "If you live for people's acceptance, you'll die by their rejection." Mm-hmm. And so I think that's something that's hit home for me these past couple of years. Is I think I would fall in the trap sometimes of trying to live for what people thought about me my first couple of years, especially getting to the league. I want to please everybody, you know what I mean? But in the day, it's the same. Sometimes the same people that are praising your name, the same ones that are trashing when things aren't going well. So you just got to have that steady foundation.
I feel like a lot of people on the outside's perception of pro athletes, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, are like they're pro athletes. They're not bad people, but they might make bad decisions, outside of football, partying, whatever. But in the reality of it, in the locker room, like, they're some of the best dudes that I've ever met.
Right.
Like, some of the most faithful, loyal, like, dudes that there are. So I don't know, that perception is easily portrayed on professional athletes, and it kind of sucks.
That's what I'm thankful for, is to have like a lot of guys like that in the locker room. You know what I mean? And so it's just having that. It's really good group of guys that we have. I feel like
we have a good group.
Yeah, like just like not just spiritual as well, but just like leadership as well. Like leaders in our locker room as well. So thankful for it.
What about you, Christian? You asked the guys a lot about their faith. I don't know if you ever actually got the opportunity to talk about yours.
I grew up, we went to a Catholic school growing up. I was actually baptized and confirmed Greek Orthodox, and then went to a Catholic school and converted to Catholic, and kind of just, I'm more so getting into it, I feel like now, as opposed to like I was in a Catholic school. We were going to church every Friday, every Sunday, and then once we got older a little bit, kind of leaned away from that. Now I like the non-denominational churches. PK runs Bible study in like a little chapel the night before the game. Bible study Friday mornings, just like stuff like that. I feel like is almost more beneficial for me, and just to hear him talk about it, and he correlates it with like what we're going through, and like how, like I said, people perceive us and see what we do, and just how it's all connected. Kind of just, I feel like made me stronger in my faith.
It's huge. It's like you're going through what like we all go through the same thing. You know what I mean? It's like it's easier to open up and talk to guys about what you're going through or something like that, compared to like if you are at your local bar, your church that you go to. It's just
not the same.
Not the same. You know what I mean? And so it's just also, like I said, it's awesome having that type of community like in the locker room and stuff like that. So
Elevation's like it's a different experience there too. Like, I've been a few times, and it's funny. Like, that's actually, I don't want to make this about my story, but like, that's actually the reason we moved to Charlotte. We were like, me and my wife got married, and we like had a really rough patch right before we got married. Like, with our life, my dad was sick. Like, we were going through a lot, and my dad passed away. We got married that year, and then we just were like, we just need something new, and we need like a fresh start. And so we were plugged into our church in here in Pittsburgh. It was Bridge City Church. It was called Word and Worship at the time. And like, I didn't grow up in the church. I didn't grow up in any kind of faith, really. I just believed, but I didn't have any kind of like church or community around that. And so we searched like churches in Charlotte, because we were thinking about moving to Charlotte, and Elevation came up. And so we saw it was like big. It had multiple campuses. We were like, well, listen, if we can find a church in like a strange city, at least we'll have a church community of people to move. And then we ended up moving there, and we found a different church in North Lake area. And it was a huge part of my life. So it's crazy that we have crossed paths in that sense too. I think we are best friends, dude. So me and him are starting a podcast next.
You should. The fact that you went
faith-based.
the fact that you've been to a Charlotte game, It's
crazy.
It's crazy.
That's
How many
crazy.
fans would Charlotte get? That's not
Nice
More than
stadium.
Duquesne.
See, why'd I get shade there? Why'd I get shade? I didn't deserve that.
Damn.
See?
Oh gosh.
Trey, don't do that.
Because people always like
Crush you about it.
crush me about it. Because
Well, what's
I
great-
played at a Power 5 school.
Yeah, but what's crazy about we have 3 guys on the team right now that played at Charlotte.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
And the coach is Charlotte.
Who?
AC.
Really?
He was Larry's coach. So we got me,
Larry O.
Leo, and Julius. Like Julius played his last couple years there, but like 3 of us have come from Charlotte.
That's big time. That's
It
crazy.
is crazy.
On the come up.
Yeah.
Were you there with Larry O and R or no?
1 year. Yeah.
1 year, your freshman year when you redshirted?
Freshman year, yeah.
Was he a bully?
He wasn't a bully. He was more quiet, but
Larry.
I was a little freshman, walk on, so I was
Yeah, you were just minding your own
minding my
business.
own business,
Try to be, man.
trying to grind, you know what I mean? So but yeah, no, we're coming up, so I'm excited. I'm going down this week. They're playing James Madison, so it should be
Oh, nice.
That's gonna be good.
They're good too. James
Yeah.
Madison.
JMU was
It's
always
fun.
good, dude.
I like
got-
the stadium.
And they
Yeah.
got Carolina the next
Wow.
week.
2 big games back to back.
Which I'm sick that I never got to play because I grew up like a Tar Heel fan. My dad went to Chapel Hill. He was actually there with Michael Jordan.
That's crazy. That's actually
Like the
that's
game
fair.
that the game when Michael Jordan were 82.
Yeah.
He made that shot. He was. My dad was a cheerleader at Chapel Hill, and he was at that game.
Really?
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
Wow.
crazy.
he's taught everything. You go back and like my room in my house back home is literally like Carolina blue walls, Carolina posters everywhere. It's everything Carolina.
Really?
Yeah.
So you guys hate Duke.
Oh, grew up hating.
Hate.
Mm.
How far is Duke from
It's not
Chapel
that
Hill?
hard, is it?
20-minute drive.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, I think
30
we go
Oh,
past
wow.
both stadiums.
The tobacco road rivalry is why they call it. It's like you literally take one highway and it's like you're right there. Same with State. State's like NC State's probably like 15 minutes from.
Wow, I didn't know
I can't
that.
say I like North Carolina better than I like Duke.
God.
For sure. Duke
Right,
makes
it's
you
all-
walk
it's
2
all-
miles before you get to the stadium.
It's all Niners now. No,
That's that D2 treatment.
baby.
Seriously though.
Especially
But it was
in
like
Francis.
growing up like that was like it's kind of like it's not as I would say it's different. Ohio State, Michigan, that's probably the biggest rivalry in all sports, at least in like
Yeah.
American sports. You know what I mean? But like I think Carolina Duke's probably
That's just
That's
it's
a close second.
it's only twice a
Tough
year. You
game.
know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like I know like other games like Yankees, Red Sox are like those are big rivals too and everything. But like they play a lot and stuff like that.
When I hear Carolina Duke, I just think of Hansborough.
that's how I
Psycho
think about it.
T.
Yeah.
Psych, dude, he was just my fault.
Hey, can we do a shout out real quick?
Yeah.
Swing, come here. Come here. In camera. Come here.
Come on,
It's like I saw him over there tensing up his back. This guy, swing cam. Okay, so if you guys see the camera panning back and forth, we've had a few comments about the swing cam. So responsible for the swing cam
right there.
here.
Yeah.
Swing man.
I just want to say this guy, if anybody deserves like an ice bath after a podcast, dude, that's a lot of weight to hold right here.
Good job, Slade. That's a good call. out.
Creative element.
Wow, Pickler just sits over there.
Yeah.
That is good.
All right, now Jesse.
Boo. He's quiet today. He doesn't have a mic. He's just back there grinning.
Just smile with his evil look.
His mic today?
Yeah,
you got a mic?
You got a hot mic. You ain't saying nothing.
I've just been listening to the convo.
Wow,
I haven't had
dude.
a pocket of time.
He's just.
All right, Jesse, before we wrap up,
I know you got
what's
a question for Alex.
what's your question?
I wanted to know, do you have like somebody that you look up to, like at the DN position? Like I always think of like Dwight Freeney with like the reverse helicopter. Is there something that like inspires you?
That you know about.
grew up
What a
on that?
terrible question.
Yeah, just growing. I think
Great question.
growing up, like I said, I was a Carolina Panthers fan, so
Peppers.
Pep, yeah, Joey's Pep was
Animals.
was the man. So watching him, and he played at Carolina too. So like watching him was just that's who I wanted to be like growing up.
Makes
Those
sense.
guys, and I played like I said, I played middle backer in high school. So like when Luke Kuechly was in his prime, like,
Oh, wow.
The freak.
different.
Him and Thomas Davis.
Oh my gosh.
They were unreal.
That 2015 team, man, that was like the best year to be a Carolina Panthers fan. There was a lot of bandwagon fans that year too.
I was doing this all day.
Yeah, it was hard to not. They were fun to watch.
Yeah, they were.
They were fun to
Especially
watch.
being like in Charlotte, like
Yeah.
like if you like went uptown to go watch a game, like it was just like crazy. So I'm still sick about the Super Bowl.
Ron
You should have
Rivera
dove
was
on the ball, dude.
Ron Rivera was the head coach. Ron Rivera.
Yeah. So that should have been cool. Like I've met
Wrong.
some of those guys from that team, and I think played with couple of them.
I'm sure you have.
Well, but just seeing, watching them growing up, and that's always the cool moments when you watch some guys that you grew up watching different teams, like you're playing with them. Like those are always cool moments. Like especially when I first got in the league as a rookie, like watching certain guys. I think one guy was like Eric Ebron. He's awesome. But I remember like watching him in Carolina, and then watching some of the NFL, and like I remember when I got to it was like one of the first days it came, it was like, "What up, Charlotte?" and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like watching him and stuff like that. But those are always cool moments for sure. So
I love Luke Kuechly, man. This boy was too smart. He knew every play before the play was happening.
I love those videos of him like calling out the plays before they happen.
Yeah,
it's just crazy.
He's like, "It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Move over."
Or the clip where I think it might have been Clay Matthews or somebody said,
"Oh yeah,"
while the play came, was like, he's like, "That's cool. Watch this."
Yeah. Touchdown.
Yeah, really cool play calls. So.
That was probably one of the biggest flexes I've ever seen on a field. Like,
cool.
Are you watching film, huh? Watch this. Threw a touchdown right to McCaffrey across.
Is there any quarterback that gives you that type of, like, you've seen do that in the game? I feel like Brady does that to everybody. Or I
say Brady or Aaron Rodgers for sure. I remember playing Brady the one time in 22. Like, I think it was first play of the game, and like I was dropping, and like I try my best to disguise like when I'm dropping, like to make it look the same, like as I'm rushing and dropping, because like sometimes I'm in a 3 and I drop, and sometimes I'm in a 2 and I drop. But he could just tell by my body language I was dropping. And he pointed right at me. It was like, I'm dropping. I ended up getting a PBU on the play or something like that. But like, it was.
He knew.
Yeah.
There's a clip of him at like a joint practice last year before he got hurt. And this dude from, I think it was a Patriot. They were playing the Patriots. He comes up to the line and he's like going like this. And he's like, "You're not coming back up." Just like, dude drops it. It's just so crazy. That level of confidence, dude.
Like, I feel like you have to really study film to be able to, like, know those things. Like, you have to pick up the smallest things.
Reps,
everything.
You're in the league that long, but...
Yeah.
I think
quarterbacks have been in the league that long. They've seen they've seen every coverage, every blitz, everything.
I think there's another topic we haven't talked about yet. We mentioned it. Our golf games.
Oh yeah. I was getting
You were at the outing.
I know you were getting there.
Yeah.
I know you were getting there.
How is your golf game now? Right now. I'm not talking 3 months ago. Right now.
So my last round that I played in Nemacolin at your wedding, I think it was hit a 94. So tough course, so not bad.
Of course.
I hit 44 on the front and then just sucked on the back. It was bad.
Back.
Yeah, it was bad.
I can't say nothing.
I know.
Yeah, you'll hurt a rib thinking about it.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I will. I stay off the course. In the golf course.
It's always fun competing against him. So we're always talking trash. He's very fun to play golf against. I'll admit he's better than me.
Tell him about my boomerang.
Oh yeah, he's got like a mean fade that he just plays. You can tell in his divot. You know how like a divot's like when you hit the ball, it tells how your club path is. His normal divots are like this. His is like,
it's straight sideways.
Really?
Straight sideways.
But the ball will be in the fairway.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
he like plays the fade. So
Man, I need to learn from you then, because I'm bad. Like,
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have Alex back. We're gonna have a cold tub.
Okay.
And then we're gonna golf around. We're gonna hit the cold tub, and then Alex is gonna hop on the grill for us.
you can cook.
Oh,
I would say grilling is probably one of the things I do love.
he's
to do.
top tier.
Yeah?
He's top tier.
It's like that?
You know how there's tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5 for
That's
NCAA? He's tier 1.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's good.
What'd you say?
I need proof, because I like to cook.
I'll show you some pictures later.
We should have a cooking show, cook-off. These
Dude, he's got this smoker grill, whatever.
Traeger.
Yes.
Traeger. I love cooking steaks. It's probably my favorite thing to cook for sure.
I definitely got to try that.
Y'all ever reverse sear steaks? You ever done that?
I tried to. I messed it up so bad.
So what you
I
do?
just flip it.
Yeah,
I usually put it on the grill and then I flip it.
I messed it up so bad.
that.
What is that?
So what you do is you basically it's like smoking it in a way. And so basically what you do is I looked up like a couple of videos on how to do it, but I found a really good seasoning to use with it too. And you basically put it on the smoker. It's easiest if you have like a pellet smoker or smoker in that way. Like if you use a charcoal or propane, like you got to put it on like the indirect heat side and then sear it. Like the nice thing about the Traeger is you can like control the temperature. It's super easy, which I mean it's kind of a cheat code, but I don't care.
Right.
Still gotta make the food. But you put it like 225 And then once it gets to like, steak gets to like, and usually I just do ribeyes mainly. Once the steak gets to like 120 internal, take it off, let it rest for like 15 minutes while the grill heats up, sear. You sear it on both sides, get a nice crust. And so I'm a medium rare guy.
Okay, good. I was going to ask you.
Anything over medium,
I was going to be nervous,
walk
bro.
out of this room. Is everybody here like at least?
Jesse likes it well done.
No, I do not.
You like beef jerky, Jesse?
No, I do
Oh,
not.
How do you like your steak?
that would be
He's
a boom.
making this up. He's just making this up.
You ever seen okay, this is my last impersonation. You ever seen is it King of the Hill? You ever watch King of the Hill?
Yeah.
So it was, I think when Bobby was like, they were doing a cookout or whatever, and Bobby goes, I'll be like,
Hey, Dad, what if someone wants their steak well done?
and Hank was like, son, we asked them firmly yet politely to leave.
Come on, dude. There it is, dude.
Propane and propane accessories.
If you like it well done, you got real issues.
But no,
And a
like,
strong job.
like you cook a steak like that, and I literally would never go back. I mean, I'll cook it on like a cast iron too, and like
Okay.
base sometime. But like, if I remember the first time I did it, I was like, I'm never going back.
Listen, dude, when the playing career is over, long from now, and you're ready to open up a restaurant, you let us know. We'll do the branding, the marketing. We got you, bro.
Watch the media.
I've actually entertained the thought about going to culinary school, not like to be a chef at a restaurant, but like like just to learn it. Like it'd be cool to just make meals like at your house. Like,
Yeah,
like
should do it.
When your house is built, I'm going to come down. You're going to have a full course meal set up.
I can't wait for that.
I can't wait for that either. We're going to do the golf cold tub and a grill out session.
Sounds good.
Sweet.
Schedule it. Book it.
Book it.
I'll have the painting done by then.
Book it. Al, I don't want to keep too much of your time. I appreciate you coming out, boys. Hell of an episode. Thank you, everyone here. Swing, Kick, Jess. Season 1, episode 7.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to hit something new today.
Oh, shit, dude.